And let's talk about Brandy. So Brandy's Phases book is out. Let me know if y'all liking it. We did break down a lot of the salacious, juicy highlights. I'm sure there's way more in the book that is going to be coming out. I mean, she did speak, of course, excuse me, on her relationship with Ray J. But she also did a recent interview, I believe, with Parade magazine, and she talked more about her relationship with Ray J. But it wasn't the lollipops and rainbows that she brought up in the book. She said that she gonna love him from a distance. So the singer and actress opened up about where things stand with Ray J in a recent interview, making it clear there's currently some space in the relationship. Well, we kind of noticed that. I mean, Ray J been out here carrying, and we've seen that Brandy kind of just been very I'm over here doing my thing. Ray J over there being a nuisance, and I'm just minding my business. She said there is distance right now. This is what she told Parade. There are a few things that he's been doing in the public eye that I don't condone, and I just feel like loving him from afar right now is best. Excuse me, for me and my peace. The Moesha star didn't go into specifics about what's causing the strain, but it seems like the disconnect is connected to her brother's recent public actions, including Ray J threatening violence against former Bad Boy artists Sean and Mace for mentioning their previous relationship with Brandy, which she did have to get online and get them together for jumping into the situation, and then he ended up apologizing over, jump asserting himself. But it was just, I looked at it as like a brother defending his sister. Still, she makes sure to clarify that the love is still there. She said, but my life with Ray and my connection with him is all throughout the book, and my love for him never wavers. Well, I did say that. I said she's saying something completely different because she's showing all love to him in the book, but in his interview, she said, oh, yeah, I'm loving him from afar. Brandy and Ray J have always been seen as having a close relationship. Brandy's recent comments reveal a more complicated dynamic. Just last year, Ray opened up about his family dynamic, calling himself the black sheep of the family and insisting they're embarrassed by him. Well, you do a lot of embarrassing shit. But before I get to the rest of the tea, what he had to say, my thing is this. Um, why don't y'all just say, okay, loving him from afar, okay, you could say all of that, but why not just reel him in? Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, have that conversation. Even me, even though I'm a grown man, my mother still gets me together. I still have people that check me in my family. I mean, yeah, it kind of annoys me. My mother's like, you'll always be my child. I don't care how old you are. And I feel like that should be the same dynamic. It's like, rein them in. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing all of this ridiculousness? What is the point of you getting on social media and threatening people to S8 them? Because that's what he said about Sean and Mason, all of them, that he was going to S8 them. Well, he said about Mason Cameron. Cameron them teeth and Mace, sound like he was on the back of the bus with the helmet on his head because he do sound slow when he talks and when he laughs. So um sometimes you just gotta pull somebody together, and I think that's all it needs. Like if you genuinely care about a sibling or somebody in your family and they doing some fuck shit, call them out on it. But I feel like maybe they feel like it's just too much energy to just be trying to get Ray together on his mess because he's an attention whore. And I think that's where a lot of it comes from. So during a conversation on the Drop the Low podcast in 2025, the One Wish singer was asked about the state of his relationship with Brandy, to which he responded, I love my sister, but I'm an embarrassment to them. So, and then, but on the podcast, that's Evelyn Lozada's podcast, by the way. And so Evelyn and her daughter Shanice, Ray J continued by saying, I never wanted to be accepted. I just feel like I'm an embarrassment. Lozada said that she thinks his family would like the former Love and Hip Hop star to be more clean cut in his actions, but that his unpredictability is what draws in his fans, particularly online. Saying, your family is the only people that can get to you, he said, adding that he doesn't think his family is intelligent enough to know that much of what he does is to serve the algorithm. Oh, Chum, we know this. I've been saying that. You are an algorithm hustler. We know that everything you do is for attention, is for clout, it's for the algorithm, it's for you to go viral and all that other stuff. But what you have to realize is all these little shenanigans you do, you just come across looking like a lame ass clown. He said, I just feel like it's not fair and they're not intelligent enough to know what's going on in the digital world. So shame on them. It's the way of the future. I'll never go broke. Do the dog and pony show. I love being on stage, but with the shit I know and the codes I know, we'll always be safe. I can put three codes together and we're good forever. Well, the one thing about Ray J, I will say that he's gotten heavily into tech. So financially, he is good on that point. But here's the thing: you're talking about people like particularly Brandy. Brandy's bread and butter is off her talent. She ain't got time to be running around here, um, stroking out, giving hand jobs to algorithms. She ain't got time to be doing all of that. That's what you do. You like all the stunt shows and shenanigans because Brandy's always had to rely on her talent to get her where she is, and she's the A-lister. Your career has never gotten to that peak. You were always kind of seen as Brandy's little brother, and you popped up in things here and there, and you put out an album and nobody bought it. So you had to find a way that separated you from what your sister was doing. So yeah, they're from the old school of like image and perception and talent being what you bring to the forefront. You're the different, you come from a different place of algorithm hustling and technology and attention and going viral on the neighborhood talk and the shade room and all these other places. That's where your bread and butter is residing. So I just think both of your heads are in two different places, and that's fine. But let me read what some of the people in the comments were saying because this was over there at the Jasmine brand that I saw this story also. But in their comments, some of the people said, "I don't blame her, not one bit, but I can't help but feel this will break Ray J because he loves her so much and looks up to her." The other person said, "It's crazy how he stands up for her, but she don't do the same." She does the same. She said that she showed her love for him in the book. And everything with Brandy, unlike Ray J, is not up for public consumption. Another person said, you can still love your siblings, but from a distance. There's nothing wrong with that. Still pray for them. I agree with that because I always said, and then they said that, so that's why Ray didn't show up to the start. Yeah, he wasn't there at the start of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, probably because Brandy didn't want him there. Because you're an embarrassment, whatever the case is. And so that kind of makes me wondering, is your heart really messed up? The blood out the eyes, that little stunt that you pulled. There's so many little stunts and shenanigans that you be pulling, and people just get tired of the BS. So, and I feel the same way. Like I'm somebody when you get to be a person of a certain age, and me, Brandy, and Ray J are within the same age group. Um, Sometimes you have to separate yourselves from your siblings to protect your peace. And I'm at that point. It's like 1%. Y'all know my business, but because I've told y'all I do not get along with my younger brother. He's very problematic and toxic in a lot of things he does. And I feel like in order to protect my peace, I keep my distance. I don't speak to him. He don't speak to me. We keep our situations separate. He does his thing. I do mine because it's like when you try to reason with people and they don't want to reciprocate it, you wash your hands of the situation. It's like you grown. This is the decision you made. This is what you want to do. Then you live it, own it. Vio con Dios. Whatever helps you in life. Good luck. I'm not gonna subject myself to your BS. And in order to protect my peace, I need to just stay over here. You stay over there. We keep our distance and we good. So I totally get where Brandy's coming from with this. But I ask all of you, what do you guys think of this story? Do you think that, I mean, you understanding of the fact that yeah, Brandy is someone who is like, yeah, I gotta keep my distance from all the shit. I can't with all the drama, the shenanigans, all this mess that he's been doing. I just got to. He stay over there. I stay over there. I mean, we could put up a united front or whatever the case is, and it could have been cute if he would have showed up to the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame situation. But maybe Brandon didn't want him there because out of fear that he gonna make it all about him. He might try to piss himself in front of the audience just to get attention because Ray don't know how to act right in public. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.